All right, it gets really tough to like break away from Battletoads, but yes, we do have Battletoads, and yes, we do have Mapper's Mark right here on Tasty Spleen TV. How's everyone doing? This is your friendly neighborhood Jahar, and tonight it's all about, I'm probably going to butcher the pronunciation the first time, Philnemba. How did that do?
You got it right.
All right. I got it right? All right.
Yeah.
I can live with that.
Also, I just like how it starts with the Battletoads remix, and I was like, yeah, this is a party.
Yeah, I just threw a bunch of Master Boot Record. Go check out his stuff. He's like literally one of the best around. Yeah, that came up, so it's fine. He did like really good stuff of Doom. He's only done like E1, M1, and like Map 1 from Doom and Doom 2 respectively. Wish he would do more, but his work of like the Dune soundtrack, just good shit. I love everything he does. But aside from all that, welcome everybody. It's been a long time since we've had Mapper's Mark. I had to dust off the assets. They were dated to the before times, before the world ended. But post-apocalypse Mapper's Mark coming to you live now. And I will have to admit that part of the reason why this happened when it did is because I made perhaps the largest fuck-up I've ever made in my Doom/Quake/broadcasting career.
You made what I would call a realms deep moment, as I put it, because I was watching the stream when they were showing the highlights for the map jam, and then I saw my map and I was like, wait, that's Doom 2 map
That's
18,
Courtyard.
and even people in the chat were confused, like hey, that's just Doom 2 map 18.
I have,
and then a friend of mine DM'd me on Discord going like, Phil, he accidentally played the wrong map, and I was like, I know, like I wasn't even mad about it because I was like, I thought it was funny, and I was like, oh no, I was like, he kind of goofed. But then when you saw your message, you were like, yeah, I was. It was 4 o'clock in the morning. I was tired.
4 o'clock in the morning in Denmark, and I was trying to like get that out as quickly as possible. I have frighteningly little to defend myself with, however. It should have dawned on me that, yeah, that's his Courtyard. I thought maybe he just like modified Courtyard and snuck the Realm's Deep secret in there somewhere. That's cool. And yeah, I mistook ID Clev, 8 for E1 M-Weight as 18, so here we are. So
here we are.
We're going to play the map. We're going to play the Horror of Himalaya. I'm sure it's a great map. I was actually really surprised to see what came out of the Realms Deep map jam. It was admittedly a bit of a hodgepodge. I was really happy to see what things got thrown into the pot. I was especially happy with. I was like, thank you for a Doom 2 map, just a normal game. Jesus.
I played probably like maybe 2/3 of all the stuff because unfortunately I don't have like Prey 2006 or Ion Fury, which I really need to buy one of these days. And I could not get that Rise of the Triad 2013 map loaded because Rise of the Triad 13 is still such a hot mess. The last time I played it, and even with this new PC I got that has a RTX 2070, I still can't. It still has weird like loading menu issues when I was trying to launch it, and I just kind of like gave up on it.
I was really thankful for that map to have like a pretty good README of like walking through. It's actually not the worst process. Prey was a little bit weirder. But yeah, it was a crazy map jam, and part of the glory of it was just how insane it was. Probably next year, if it happens again, there'll be a little more structure to it. But I wanted to see.
I'll probably the next thing I'll probably make is something that's not Doom, maybe Heretic or Hexen, maybe.
Okay, well, Doom Engine, it works for me. But yeah, like you and Major Arlene did some really cool Doom work, and touching on like your career, you've been mapping since like what, 2008, 2009?
I started well before that, like before I started posting maps online, I actually started messing with Doom editors as early as like 2003 with good old Doomcade 6.1.
Oh wow!
Which was the smallest editor I could fit on a floppy disk, because back then, like when I had a computer, when I was in my teens, I never connected to the internet because this is before Wi-Fi and stuff, and I always had to go to my mom's computer to like download some WADs and stuff on a floppy disk, and unfortunately, I can only put like 1.44 megabytes worth of stuff in a floppy disk, so
Oh yeah.
I had to use what I did.
I was in that
And
realm
depend on some
with Game Boy and NES ROMs for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
But you finally got some things released, and you've been churning things out consistently since then. Like a lot of community projects, a lot of like megawads, a lot of like iWad replacement projects, all kinds of shit.
I mean, yeah, it's just something I really enjoyed a lot that I've probably done more than any other game related stuff I've ever done in my entire life. It's I like doing it as an artistic approach. It's like art to me than anything else. That's what it feels like when I'm doom mapping. Like especially when it comes to speed mapping exercises. Like whenever something comes up and like say like Bridge Burner's Hellforge speed mapping sessions. Like whenever they come up with a theme, and I'll be like, okay, I think I kind of know what I want to do, and whatever, and it just kind of pops into me.
Yeah, map jams have been a really like strong part of why like Doom mapping and Quake mapping has like had a really good momentum over the last few years. COVID notwithstanding, there's been a lot of just good work coming out of the entire scene.
Right.
And tonight we're going to be seeing a little bit of your stuff. We're going to get into the horror of Himalaya here pretty soon. After that, we've got Phil's Infested Compound, which I'm scared of because it was for a Plutonia project. And then Phantom Phobos is a little bit more fava beans flavored, it looks like. I haven't actually played through any of these. These are going to be kind of blind for me, so I'm sure it's going to be embarrassing to you because you're actually, a proper speedrunner. I'm not. But
I've done a fair amount of speedrunning. I have over like 100 demos last time I checked that I recorded. It's been a while since I've done any demo recordings like I used to do.
Well, it'll be a slower pace tonight, but we'll get through it. One of the things that I do want to ask is how quickly you think I'm going to run into a crate in Himalaya.
Oh, probably in like 30 seconds or less.
Okay. We do abide by the Old Man Murray start to crate rules here. The longer it takes to find a crate, the objectively better, the scientifically better your map is. So we do have a measurement for that. Let's go ahead and hop into it. I've got it loaded up here.
All right.
And there's a start to crate timer. So somebody yell out at me in chat, and I am watching chat when when a crate gets spotted. And this music track is already it's pretty funktastic.
It's the Bobby Prince track.
Yeah.
I wanted to pick something very doomish, and I plucked this out from the lost episodes of Doom. Not the weird '95 third-party commercial release, but the one that Zazer made. That was basically big. That was basically like a bunch of like modified stuff from like console Doom or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like Z Doom.
I like the initial gotcha there. So this was done for the map jam. How long did you actually spend working on this?
Well, originally parts of this map it's actually a hodgepodge of 3 maps that was originally made for an episode that I was trying to make back in early 2020, and then I had like a mapper's block, and they've been sitting in my hard drive for like the longest time until like the map jam popped up, and I was like, no, let me just use these maps and combine them and just make a really big huge map, and that's
always a good excuse. Yeah.
So like the first section you're in was originally going to be E1M1, and then right after an elevator section is when I heavily expanded the whole thing, like to what it is.
I want to hang out here. I'm desperately looking for a shotgun.
Oh, there's a shotgun. It just got. Gotta look for it.
It's just eluding me. I was gonna comment on that rock texture. I forget the name of it, but I've always had a.
You might want to turn back and grab the shotgun, or just kill one of those guys.
There's some friends. Allow me to express my desire to have your guns. Yeah, there we go. We're good now. We're good. We have everything we need. But I do like these kind of E1 style maps just because they're a little bit more roomy. Like just the proportions are very specific, I would say. man, it's just a good vibe. Like, is that a Spectre?
Oh, yeah. I'll say hello to the Hell Knight Spectre.
Oh, is it actually a Hell Knight? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I was like, I can't.
I didn't make it. I just felt like including into it. It was originally from man. I'm probably gonna end up butchering his last name, from Paul Coffeus. Oh man, I hope I didn't butcher his name. But known as Peacoff in the Doom community. And
okay,
he makes like. And it was originally from a WOD called Death Tormation 3, and it was only in like one level. And I was like, man, these Hell Knight Spectres are kind of cool. So I kind of like borrowed it, hoping to one day to like actually use them.
Oh,
so I
there
thought
we
they were
go.
kind of cool looking.
We found crates. Took 3 minutes for me to find a crate, so boop.
Well, actually, there was crates like at the beginning section.
Oh, okay,
when
right.
The bridge thing collapsed.
It's actually been the hard thing about this show is that crates become so homogenous to my eyes that it's actually tough to call them out. Fortunately, had those framed in a room, and it was like really obvious. Like, welcome to the place where we keep crates and bodies on stakes with them. Hey, Chinga Cha-Cha. All right. I do like how many just like paths there are here. It's kind of a casual stroll. Again, kind of a very E1 kind of vibe. And big acid tunnels. This is not going to be 100% kills, I can tell you that. You've packed 427 monsters into this difficulty mode. Yeah.
There's at least over 400 monsters in the whole map, at least.
But there's enough space where they're kind of ambient.
And about a fourth of them are in the super secret Realms Deep room.
Oh dear.
At least.
Let's see if I get there. Yeah, there's also 9 secrets as well, so let's see how I do.
And it's a very good secret. It does involve a bit of switch hunting. I mean, I don't want to spoil it for you, obviously. But...
Right. There we go. We're good now. You guys can chill. Oh, but I need to way back up.
Oh no.
Oh wait, did I pull a? Okay, there we go.
You did.
There were a few slime pits in Sigil that didn't have an exit. Oh dear. Oh no, I jumped into the wrong pit.
Oh no. Oh this.
Let's do a thing here. Let's do this.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, there we go.
I won't blame you if you start saving.
Yeah, I'll start scumming it up. This is for entertainment purposes only.
Right. I always design my maps to go through it, go through my maps without saving on Ultraviolence.
Well, I'm not that guy.
Totally understandable.
Oh no! Nice shot.
Oh no!
It's alright. But generally, like there's more dudes here than I actually want to be fighting at any given point, and there's enough space where I can, relatively weed through them without engaging with literally everybody. Just eating fireballs left and right.
Right.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
I was gonna say, I was like, wait, what killed you? Did a fireball get you?
Yeah. All right, so that's a blue key switch. So neat. All right, so that loops back here.
That was almost a head scratcher right there to me.
It's always something new. I haven't found a single secret yet, to my embarrassment. Alright. Let's cause a little more infighting. That'd be nice. I'm hearing some good stuff back there. Alright. Somebody even blew the barrel. Good job, buddy. Alright. Let's, alright, we're about to grab a key. Let's do that. Let me make sure my chat is, like, updating properly. Okay, guess people are just enjoying. Cool. Anyhow, this is like the first show since getting back from Realms Deep, so hopefully I didn't forget something vitally important. We'll find out in post, I'm sure. That's how it works. Okay.
Yep.
No gotchas on this. Surely. No? Okay. I'll be able to get back up there. Ah. Yeah, entire corridors painted in this blue texture. That's cozy. It's one of the things I always loved in episode 2 is just how much like you have this going from a pure blue room to a pure red room, and on an old CRT that just scalds your eyes.
Oh yeah,
it's a wonderful feeling. Wow, you really went in for the all blue here. All right.
Oh yeah, I just had the idea of going. You know what? I just feel like making a whole bunch of blue rooms. Little inspiration from Alien Vendetta map 31.
There we go. There's a bit of a lifeline. And an ominous berserk pack. Okay. Okay. Ooh, lost souls. Alright. It's a lot more infighting, really. I love these. I love rooms where you're waiting on like a really slow platform to lower. That's the good shit. Did you ever play crap, what was it called? It was an E1 total replacement. It was like Time to Kill or totally kill. No, absolutely killed. I think it was, and it got really clever with the E1 M8 triggers.
Wait, repeat that again.
Absolutely killed. I think it was.
I don't think I have, to be honest.
The E1 M8 was really cool. Well, if you're looking for something to speedrun, I would definitely watch that. Cool. Alright, so obviously now we've got slow those hunters. Yeah, alright. Cool. Key obtained. I feel... Oh, I heard that. Or was that just the blue key platform? I think it was. That's the thing, I'm talking and I'm not listening for, like, line triggers. So I'm gonna miss a lot, I'm sure. I don't know if you're a line trigger guy or a texture misalignment guy or a candle by the wall guy.
I don't know. When I try to use line triggers, I try to make things that seem a bit obvious instead of cryptic as best as I can.
Right. Those are always the ones that reward close attention, though, which I appreciate. Alright. Hey, alright, cool. People, oh, I'm not recording locally uplink. This isn't... Yeah. It'll be on Twitch. It's fine. It's fine. It's all intentional. Alright, so I'm wrapping back here. I did need to hit the actual blue key. Oh, I did hit that platform. Okay, that lowers that. Do I actually want to go down there, though? I don't know about that. Just feel the creep.
Yeah, now you need the...
Yeah.
You need to go get the yellow card keyed in order to raise the bridge up.
Aha. Oh. I thought it was a trigger assistic Hackadoo. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyhow, this will make it on the YouTubes, courtesy of Uplink. He gives the video uplink. Alright, nice little loop there. Do I actually have to pull out the map here? I might. Alright. Really should just start heading back to where dudes are, so... Yellow key there. I lose back. I do like this room, cozy room. You've got like a very like Peterson-y way of just painting rooms with one texture, which is a good thing.
Yeah, I always prefer to do mishmashes when it comes to my maps. I don't like making maps where I just use the same texture over and over again.
Right.
It's not really an exciting thing to do. You know, it needs variety.
Yeah, yeah.
Variety I've always feel is necessary.
I'm going in circles here. Alright, so got that. This comes back to pretty much a totally different section.
Yeah, from the beginning section. Which, by the way, you can't go back to the previous section because you could say it collapsed.
Right. Thematic. Alright, that doesn't open.
Yeah.
That goes back up there. That goes back up there. Alright, door number 3. Crate room. I need to dive back into the acid for that. Or did I? Ooh, there's a backpack. Alright, backpacks are important.
Yeah. It's a secret backpack.
Yeah. Oh, did I just totally miss like another corridor?
There's at least one door you missed.
Alright.
I didn't want to backseat there. I'm just
Oh,
like,
you're good. Oh,
God,
you're good.
this map.
You're free to be as frustrated as you want, especially given the context here. Alright, let's make those balloons float away. Shotgunners on the cliff. Classic. I'm trying to admire the geometry here. And yeah, it must be said that even like the forms are very like E1. Did it take a lot of practice to kind of like hit that point between intentionally sloppy and overdoing it?
I'm always used to making things simplistic. I'm not super into like making like super duper details unless I'm making a map that deliberately has a lot of details in it, like especially if I'm making like a limited moving map, because originally this was a vanilla map initially, but then I ran into some problems with a couple of rooms that I liked, but I didn't want to simplify them, and I was like, yeah, let's just make this to a limited moving map.
Yeah.
So
And that's what's great about the scene
from chocolate doom to crispy doom to ensure everything runs properly.
And, you know, we've got room for bridge burners, and we've got room for E1 type stuff, which is awesome to me.
Oh, yeah.
Actually makes me kind of wish I was running this in software mode. Did that. Okay, yeah. Ooh, nice. Some flesh. Is that specifically a turbo demon? Seemed like he had a little bit.
Wait, say again?
Stuff. It just seemed like that one pinky was had turbo turned on.
Yeah.
You've done like a Spectre Hell Knight. I don't know what to expect anymore. I can't trust you. Okay, so there's another. Gotcha. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make like this one pinky out of 50 turbo. The green marble textures are actually my favorite textures in any game ever. Like, they're just great. There we go.
Yeah, I was giving it like a little bit of hell on Shores of Hell kind of vibe to it.
All right, this is trouble. Oh, I have a berserk back, right? Yeah, good.
Which fun fact, Himalaya, the name I picked, it's actually based on an actual like moon that orbits around, I think it's Saturn.
Oh wow.
Was it Saturn? Oh no, Jupiter. But
Jupiter,
it's the largest irregular satellite that orbits irregular. It's kind of like Jupiter's Pluto basically, but it's like because it orbits irregularly. And it's not really that big of a moon, but it's big enough to where, like, when I was trying to come up with a name, I was like, you know, this could probably be like an interesting way of having a moon base. UAC's like, yo, let's build a base on this tiny moon, and everyone else won't have to worry about if we have problems with dynamic portals again.
It makes an alarming amount of sense, and it kind of astounds me that it's 2021 and you were the first to think of it. You got lucky there, I think. Alright, so both of those are lowered. Yellow key, come to me. Flesh trim. Alright. Of course, we've got liquids on the ceilings. That's important. Yeah, I gotta stop calling this E1 flavor. This is just E1 through 4 flavor. Alright. I'll pull out rockets here once I feel like. Alright. Bit of a waste, but okay. Time to think. Oh, did you do a sigil thing? No, okay.
No. No, there's no sigil thing. There's no sigil thing in this.
You're a pal. Sneaking one in. Like, I imagine it's going to happen.
I do have an unreleased map that does a sigil thing, but which won't be released anytime soon.
just like Sigil
That's
2.
for a project that I will release eventually whenever I actually get back into it.
All right, I'll grab these plasma cells, even though I have little faith in myself with grabbing the plasma gun anytime soon. I hear those pinkies back there, though. All right, but yellow key acquired.
Oh, there's more than that.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, cool.
All right. I'm gonna give you a hint for this. You don't really need to kill them with conventional
Yeah, that's
weapons.
been the theme of this level so far. Just listening at some of these dudes back there.
In fact, if you look really closely, there is something noticeable in that room. Just giving you a hint.
Sure. Notice something noticeable. Are you talking about the room that the mastermind's
The
in,
room
or?
where the large outdoor area where the spider demon is.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, we've got trees. That's nice. So that's something. Tiny tree. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking backwards. I'm thinking exactly backwards. See, I'm not trying to one-up my error from Realms Deep, but here we are. Okay. Oh, we don't have a crusher somewhere. Sky crusher would be nice. Alright, let's make sure those pinkies won't be in my way.
Those guys travel. Oh wow, those guys travel pretty far to get to.
Yeah, that's one of the neat things about games like Doom is that you can leave monsters to their own devices and get some really interesting behaviors out of them for free. It's like real AI without any of the effort. Alright. Yeah. Cool. See, this is where I really wish I was playing a software. Dark hallway like this. I've been called a hipster for my arguments about how palletized textures lerp through light levels more interestingly than, you know, proper OpenGL rendering does.
Yeah. Little halls of the damn inspiration.
Yeah.
Probably one of my favorite Sandy Pearson maps. Even if there's some people who don't really like that particular map, I actually kind of enjoy it. Just because of its personality. It's got a good simplistic, like, mazy kind of layout to it, and it's got a couple of like dickish traps that I remember playing in my teens. Going, oh, okay, that was kind of funny.
All right, secret switch. Okay, that switch is interesting.
Oh. Yes, you found a secret switch.
Yeah. Oh, it was one of those. Okay, now we're playing Banjo-Kazooie. All right. Cool. So presumably that bridge is raised. Yeah.
Unless you want to find out where that switch goes to.
I'm 204 monsters into 427. So okay, yeah, that's not the exit, right?
Yeah. Now this section here was originally E1 M8 that you're in. Made some slight adjustments. Lots of.
Right, yeah. Let's. I made a mistake.
No.
All right. Let's just do this, right? Okay, cool. If there's a side demon behind that lift, I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah. Everybody fight. It's fine with me. I like that this platform is here, like, tempting me to jump off of it at some point. Bitch, I might. The infighting's working out marvelously, though. Oh no, it's all wrong.
I will say,
wrong.
you're doing a decent job on saving up your rocket ammunition.
Good. Oh, there's plasma. All right. Oh. I should have stood on that pad.
Oh.
Oh, jeez. Okay. And there's more. Okay. And there's more. Crap. Yeah, the fact that they're teleporting in from like 3 different spots makes the arrangement kind of fun. It's like by the time that they're all oh gee, oh fuck.
Oh no!
All right.
Oh no!
I was about to say, like, once they're all teleported in, then I can kind of kite them, you know, in a more effective way. How often? Oh no, I fell. All right.
Uh-oh. Yeah, you going belly
I was like,
down.
if I could just like, if I
By
could
the way,
just
those
abuse the teleporter.
teleporters are there for a reason.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Ooh. Okay. Right, and then you can keep sneaking. Oh, I did it the hard way. I get you. All right.
Hey.
But that comes with the cost as well. That's kind of cool, though. I like these lit up pillars in the dark. Yeah, atmospheric, yeah.
I'm actually proud of how the way I did them and with the darkness. Just using the default textures.
Listening to the pitter patter of little feet. All right, I just need to get through. That's a really cool setup encounter. Oh, jeez. Okay. No. Take 2.
Oh, did one of them went to the teleporter?
I didn't hear it. Alright, that should be enough. There we go. Alright, we're good now. Plasma, here we go. So that is quite a few Barons.
Grand total of like 12 or 16 Barons, I think, at the top of my head. At least.
Every time I want to like angle up on them, another one teleports in. Which is why I didn't use the rockets the first time. I was like, ah, they're gonna TP into my face. Oh no, okay, here we go. Alright. Jeez. This is... Oh, now we've got a lone Pinky coming through the teleporter.
Pinky's like, yo, I just want to join the party,
helping.
guys. I'm helping y'all.
Yeah, that's like one of my biggest argument against levels that just like lock you into a room until you've killed everything, because you just get more fun encounters just letting people wander into shit. Ideally, like...
One of the interesting thing about Spectres is the fact that there are fewer Spectres in, like, Episode 2 or 3 than in Episode 1, I've noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Like in the original Doom. I almost kind of feel sorry for them, because I was like, wow, I don't really see a lot of Spectres in Episode 2 and 3.
You saying you didn't like them? Alright, progress is being made.
Hey, you should have plenty of ammo for this last section.
Ah. Implication being that this is not indeed the last section. Gonna feel like a real... Well, maybe it's better that I don't find the Realms Deep secret, because it's meant for players to discover. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not spoiling anything, but it is a bit of a doozy. But you're rewarded with the BFG 9000.
Okay. Well, that's something. Ah, now we got Cyber Demons coming in. Alright. Nothing is simple. Alright, but they're helping. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, guys. We're good. But now I don't know where these rockets are going to be flying, so I'm nervous now. Hey!
Hey! We got what a pal! Look. Good old Cackle Demons, man. Yeah. Look, Cackle Demons can be, like, the best bugs.
Oh, yeah. Alright, so now we need...
I'm suddenly reminded of... it's funny, I just recently played through, the master levels of Doom 2, like for funds, and I had a situation in the Black Tower level where I was fighting a Cyber Demon, and there was a Cackler Demon that was attacking it, and the Cackler Demon killed the Cyber Demon, and I was like, hey, look.
Oh no, got stuck on
You
on a
gotta love
tomato.
infighting. Infighting's great.
Oh, it's the best. Yeah, there's many aspects of Doom where you just wonder why they weren't carried forward into the future. I have a few theories on that, but I'll save that for the tinfoil hat stream.
I love the fact that that even in later games like Doom Eternal, you know, like you see demons just infighting each other for no reason.
Yeah, which is great. And you see entire like quads built around that concept.
Right.
Those cyber dreams. Come on, cyber dream, Kakos, you can do it. There we go.
Hey, we got
It's really well set up for that. It's good shit. Alright. Alright, we're gonna lock that one in. That's the take we're using. We'll edit it later. We won't edit it later. It's not what we do. There's Fire Blue. There we go. So.
Yeah, there we go. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look, there's the gateway. We did it. Doom Guy prevails again.
Cool. So I didn't find the secret. That's for you to do. Go to the Realms Deep Vault. Go to the map jam button in there. I assume it actually got put up there. I was told they were going to do that.
What source port are you using, by the way?
Oh, this is Jeezy.
Oh wow, that's weird. Jeezy Doom is not showing the because there's an internal dehack where it changed the end text, and I tested it with I don't think I tested with Jeezy Doom, but I tested with like Z Doom or Crispy Doom.
Too much of a new kid.
That's a little weird. I might have to make a map info file for that for the final release, which I'm planning to do probably this week. Just some minor fixes and.
I do love it though.
Version.
Like I meant it where like it's got some flavors of just about all of the original episodes. A lot of winks and nods and tons of enemies that are kind of ambiently there instead of like locked in on you. Some cool encounters. Like good shit, dude. I dig it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had fun. I'm glad I finally was able to find pieces of what I was trying to make to some good use and you know because I when it comes to doing projects, I hate leaving things like in my hard drive and my SSD for like years, and I'm like, shoot, I need to like do something with these. You know, I had projects where I made a map and then I actually lost. Like I had like on one of my older laptops, like back in the early 2010s, I had an episode 4 map set that I was trying to make, and then I had a hard drive crash and I completely lost them. And since then, I haven't gone back to that. But that's something I would like to do one day: is make an episode 4 map set. Get all like weird and crazy, like
all the marbles.
Basically, yeah. All the wood and marbles. Maybe
now those are all my favorite textures. We're going into a realm where I don't know the Plutonia textures. Not my favorite. They're very brown. More Doom 2 than Doom 2 was.
Well, this map is not much brown. It's more green than anything else.
Cool. Do you have the weird banana walls?
I am the banana walls. I'm not sure if I have those or not on that map.
That's just how they're burned in my head. But we're gonna get into what was it called? Phil's Infested Compound. Get ready for Chain Gunners. This was made to be a Plutonia replacement, or part of the Plutonia replacement project, right?
Yeah. Originally, this was for the Plutonia Revisited community project, and it unfortunately got rejected because there was already a map that was better than mine, and I was told that it feels too more hell revealish, which I was kind of going for, and I even toned down a little bit. And then afterwards, I was like, well, that's fine. I'll just make it into a solo release, and
that's the beauty of these projects.
Yeah, it happens. I wasn't mad. I wasn't mad about it. I was like, it's fine. I made something cool, so I just released it around the same day I released my mini episode that I made back in 2011. A mere few months before I got married too.
Oh wow! Jeez.
Before I kind of took a break and kind of took it easy and made things on and off whenever I felt like it.
That's a good pace for
But,
sure, but dropping 2 releases in 1 day is a good way to do that. Do you think I'll find any crates here?
They will. It's been a while since I played this map.
I can take that.
So I don't remember if there's crates in this map.
Okay.
I do know that somebody was crazy enough to ultraviolence max it in like less than 4 minutes.
I'm not going to do that.
I know. I was really surprised. This map averagely takes me at least about 10 minutes to play through, at least.
Oh wow.
Give or take.
Well, that's where the bar has been set then. You like, yeah, the pressure with the acid is pretty good. So this is like a remix of Compound a little bit, and it's already got some. So
it's
nods to it here.
It's basically a remix homage to Compound, which happens to be my favorite Plutonia map. Because really Plutonia was the first Doom 2 Megawatt I played before I played Doom 2, and I remember when I first started up, the first level in the demos that showed off was map 17. And for some reason, that map kind of like blew me away. And I was, especially with the E1M1 music in the background and everything. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And and really, Compound's not even that hard of a map either. It's more laid back and more of a break in between the harder maps in Plutonia.
Right.
Because there are some hard maps and there are some pretty easy maps to go through, at least to me. But
yeah.
It's got a similar layout-ish, but not entirely. I try not to completely directly
of course not,
copy
yeah.
it.
It doesn't take a whole lot to do like a proper knob. Like the little SSG platform there, I think, did a good job there.
But
nice swastika, bro.
And I'm sure you notice there's a Nazi symbol because demons and Nazis are just as evil as demons.
In cahoots.
So I just kind of threw that in.
The most evil thing they can think to do here is just do creative architecture in the middle of an acid pit.
No.
Because when you're bored.
Which I had at least one complaint about that. Like when I first made a map, like someone was like, "You should probably get rid of it." I'm like, no, because it's not only reference to how that Nazis and demons are just as evil as demons, but it was also kind of a reference to E1M4 when the early versions of that had
a proper swastika,
and it turned into
a weird nonsense
and
shape.
their publisher was like, "Nah, we don't want that," so they had to change it.
Fuck! I just heard my least favorite sound in the world. Sorry, I'm gonna panic for a moment. I jumped. All right, we're good. 2 HP. We're good. All right.
By the way, there's only one secret in this level.
Okay.
But it will help you.
Okay, cool. This is actually not a bad situation for this arc file, but I still don't like arc files. And don't respawn hit scanners, you dingus. Oh my god. Okay, cool. We're good. We're fine. We're fine.
Hey, look at that.
Jeez. Very few enemies get me in the soul like arc files. Yeah, this is a good brick texture. That's a nice low frequency brick texture. Alright. That gave me the red key. Let's see. I'm out of inf suit, so alright, let's see if we can find terra firma. Or at least they're out in the open. This reminds me of, is this like I think it's the first Memento Mori, the map 1 starting room? It's kind of like the cross over the sky and chain gunners, at least,
Actually, I don't remember if I played Memento Mori before I made this map. But now you think about it, it does kind of look like that.
I think the real lesson here is I need to go through a bunch of those older megawads and in a good software port. Just enjoy that. Orangutans are the
better than the remastered Quake 1.
So you want to talk today? So, yeah. Oh, I like the Kakadina.
I don't know, Quake.
Stuff.
I don't know, Quake and Doom. It's comparing Quake and Doom is like comparing apples and oranges. You know, they're both.
It really is.
You
Yeah.
know, they're both good for what they are. I mean, when it comes to Quake, like whenever I hear people say, "Oh, what's better than Doom and Quake?" I say they're both as good.
They're different games,
because they both have their own different styles and whatever. You know, Quake being like a true 3D first-person shooter with with its own like unique type of enemies, which I think has a really good balance of enemies. And look, I'll tell people that, look, anyone asks me what's the best Quake game is the original.
Oh yeah, well,
especially.
Yeah, I do a lot of multiplayer stuff as well, and I have a very diplomatic answer for that. It's for TDM, I love Quake World. For Duel, I love Quake 2. For CTF, I love Quake Live. For single player, Doom is really where my heart's at. It's incredible the things that happen with Quake as far as like level design goes, and even the new episode that came out with the new port, which I will continue to call Kex Quake because that's what it is. It's really, really good stuff, but Doom always had a better menagerie of monsters that kind of fit together in a better way than Quake did, because Quake has like some like techie enemies like the grunts and the enforcers, and then you've got your demons, and then it's Quake needed like Oh, go ahead.
One of the things that bothered me about the original Quake levels was that the grunts were only used in like the tech-based levels, and that's it. They were so severely underused. And so what I like about the new episode that Machine Games made, they actually used them like a lot. Along with the evil dimensional monsters. It was a nice breath of fresh air just seeing that.
I'm really impressed by the monster placement. That's like been one of the things I've been calling out, which is not something that I feel generally it's called out enough. But really, really good stuff there.
Like, it feels nice actually fighting like a whole bunch of enemies that's not a whole bunch of ogres.
Yeah, exactly. But I still felt like Quake needed what Doom 2 was to Doom to kind of expand the menagerie. And there have been several mods like Quoth and Arcane Dimensions that have done that to some extent to another, with varying degrees of success, I would say. They're all kind of brutal Doomish in their own right. It's like there's some things I'm like, yeah, I love, and some things I can kind of leave. But the Doom 2 Menagerie, yeah, it's perfect. It's got everything.
Oh, absolutely.
It's got chain gunners. It's one of the things, like, everybody who's ever done monster mods for Doom, a lot of it comes off as a little unnecessary. It's like, man, what else do you need? Except, of course, for Spectre or Hell Knights. Those are absolutely necessary. Fuck. Speaking of enemies,
I only use custom monsters, like, unless I feel like it matches well and it's balanced all right. Like, I don't want to like throw in something that's just not part of the theme I'm going for.
Room full of evidence. At least there's this pit here for easy dodges.
Yeah.
But it's like kind of tough to time.
I'll be totally honest. When I made this section, like, this was kind of inspired by like Hell Revealed 2 Map 7, and I kind of felt bad for doing it, but I had difficulties trying to make this one section. I was like, let me just throw in a whole bunch of evidence when you just get the BFG.
That second attempt was going pretty well, yeah. Oh, jeez. Again. It's going to use the verticality. Even though it's kind of cutting off how far the tracers go. Shit. We're going to be here all night, folks. Now, this wasn't even designed with, like, mouse look in mind, right? So, I'm definitely cheating here. Fuck.
Oof.
Alright.
Yeah, this was the one room some people told me they actually had trouble with.
I like that you can get into a rhythm with these. Just gotta not get smacked along the way. 5 HP, I'll take it. I will take it.
Hey.
Meanwhile, the music is all pleasant and jovial. Alright.
Yeah.
Yellow key get.
I don't know if you know what music this is from, but this is basically like a mini rendition of the first 2 levels of Perfect Dark, like mixed together.
Okay, yeah.
I pulled it straight from I pulled the MIDI file straight from Scythe, because this was also played on Scythe map 19, I believe.
Okay, yeah. Oh, dude, come on. What are you? All right.
Oh, you missed one.
Yeah. The key. All right.
Oh yeah, you need to grab the blue key. You need to grab the blue key.
Not appearing at this stage is bit. Is that a trigger, or is that the start? That's the start. Okay.
Oh, that was the start that you just came from.
Need to play through. Perfect Dark again.
Oh,
This game that deserves a proper port. Yep. Sorry.
I think you missed the switch.
I'm just enjoying the fact that I'm not getting shot at right now. Yeah. Right. Yellow door. Right, that's where I came from. I thought there was a switch here. Boop. Of course, now my suits run out. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see, did that open? There we go. Love the Mangus sounds. Some of the best sounds.
Oh yeah, this sounds are great.
Just gonna blow through all that. Not a very efficient player. Did he die? Okay, cool. Alright, so blue key get. 7 HP, I can make it across the acid, no problem. No problem.
Now I will say those lights look. Oh yeah, there's a switch.
Yeah.
I will say those blinking lights definitely look kind of suspicious.
They're very blinky.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah. They're very blinky. Mangus.
Like you found it before I even gave you the hint.
Yeah, definitely. I wasn't abusing the maybe half second of latency involved. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Mark. Alright.
Oh.
Well, I've got 140 cells left.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah.
Hey.
I like.
Hey, you might want to save the soul care for later.
Oh yeah. Hey, biker man. Timeout. What? Oh, timeout somebody else.
Redeemed timeout somebody else. Wait, what?
I didn't even know you could do that. That's kind of awful.
That's a thing.
I guess.
I don't know. I haven't. You know, I haven't logged on Twitch in so long. I don't go to Twitch as much as I used to.
Me neither. I'm an old man. I use it, but I am not in with the cool crowd.
Right.
Alright. I need both of you to just like wander over here, please. That would be great.
I mean, there's always those BFG cells.
Yeah. One of them actually went deep into the... Alright. They're being very cooperative. Okay, never mind. Alright. Good thing I can take that to the face. Ah. Cool.
Hey! It's one down.
This guy's already a few rockets. Alright, it's time for you to lay down. There we go. Alright.
Hey, look at that. You didn't even need that soul sphere.
Nah. You're dealing with a professional here. I think.
That's a lift.
Is it?
No, the behind you.
Ah, right. It's covered in decals. Hey, Phobos Anomaly. Good to see you. And boom, shakalaka.
Hey!
Got the one secret.
Look at that.
Got 100% secrets on one of them. And I didn't see any crates in there, so...
Nope, no crates.
All right.
I don't know, crates were like very uncommon in Plutonia, unless you
Yeah,
count
yeah,
like those.
for sure.
Unless you count those like those Plutonia crates. Like they had those Plutonia crates.
Yeah, it was a cool texture.
I think, yeah, it's a nice texture. I think they were only in map 1. I don't remember if there were in other maps in Plutonia. I don't know. I have to replay Plutonia one of these days.
Yeah, there's like a lot of megawads that you just make me want to go through now. It's easy to get caught up in a lot of like really new releases that do all kinds of crazy shit, and you go like, all right, let's just like go back to Memento Mori or Drown in Blood or any of that shit.
Oh, I love Drown in Blood. That was
dude, nobody plays that. Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah, that was one of my favorite like co-op experiences. Like,
yeah,
back in the old Skull Tag days with super weapons.
Oh, even before that, like I was playing on, I think it was a Z-Daemon, honestly, but there were levels that had that really long hallway, just like full of cyber demons at the very end, and they had to fire the rockets so far that they just desynced so hard over the network, and it was just invisible rockets, like you could not see the rockets.
I know for a fact that every time I go to Z-Demon, there's always still like one chillax server that's always populated by a handful of people.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, Drown in Blood is like my ultimate like party co-op WAD. Yeah, that's just good shit. All right, so this is actually E1 replacement, right?
Yep.
All right, cool. But yeah, we would just spend like half an hour, 40 minutes just like suiciding down that hallway, just trying not to get hit by rockets you can't even see. And then there were like little alcoves where you could take breaks, but they would be full of like arc vials and shit. No, Drown in Blood had some really clever, devious stuff. That would absolutely kill you. Like, you couldn't be efficient in those maps at all. All you could do is like grab a drink and just hang out with your friends for forever until you like ground through a map. All right, so we'll do like a map or two here of Phantom Phobos, an E1 replacement that you did. When did this come out?
This came out like on New Year's Eve back in 2019.
Oh, cool. So you had some time before the world ended.
Yeah.
All right. It's fine. It's fine.
Don't worry about that cyber demon. He's harmless.
It's actually everybody else I'm worried about. This got a little pistol. Oh, all right. That teleports back here. Okay. Alright, let's just wake everybody up.
Does it? By the way, I would highly recommend you do Red Episode Pack.
Oh yeah? Okay. I'll take that advice, even though I think I've screwed the pooch already. Yeah, okay, we're back to where we were.
I do apologize because this level was mainly designed for, I mean, there's a shotgun in this map, but I mainly designed this map for Tyson.
Ah, okay, cool. Get some microwave chicken. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh hi.
Some good Journey to Silas music.
Yeah, it's one of the aspects of the new Quake levels that Machine Games did that kind of makes me chuckle, because there are textures in there that are 5 generations removed, but they were Doom textures or they were Blood textures, or some of them are from Quake 2, which is fine, of course, but it's just impossible to litigate or track who owns what in any of this stuff.
I don't know.
So that includes music too. Just you have like meaties of everything floating all over the place that have been remixed a billion times. Hey, a shotgun.
Yeah, BGmusic.com has always been like a really nice place to like find new music for WADs. I always find that. Though I try my best to credit the people, and sometimes I forget where I found them from.
But that's kind of the beauty. We're just soaking in anonymous content all the time.
Right.
That red door led to a shell pack. All right. Oh, there are 2 red doors. All right.
Yeah, there were 2 of them. No. It's like you want that ammo, you gotta work for it. By the way, crates.
Yes. Oh, good point. Good point. So 2 minutes. All right. So 3 minutes for like the first map, and not at all for the second. So you get a passing grade. I need to develop the system a little bit more, but it's good to note. There's creatures in them crates.
You need to make a notification that goes ding, like when you find a crate.
I think everybody in chat is just like zoned out from QuakeCon. I know at least a few people are. Like Uplink.
QuakeCon and Realms Deep.
It's been a heavy time. Oh.
Quite a past couple of good weeks we had.
Yeah.
Already better than E3, like 100%.
The bar's not set super high. Yeah, there were things about Realms Deep I would do differently if I could do it again, but it was insanity. 3D Realms is the epitome of 90s development, and that includes just nobody knows what the hell's going on ever.
I know. Like,
so,
I mean, after Duke Nukem Forever, I was really genuinely surprised that they were still around. Like after Duke Nukem Forever, and I was like, wait, 3D Realms still around? Like what?
And now it's also Slipgate, and oh, that's evil. That's evil. It's also Slipgate, and now Saber. And yeah, the game industry is pretty poly these days. Everybody owns everybody.
Pretty much.
And now it's even made the question of the Duke 3D rights even more complicated. Somehow, you know what? This is.
I really hope that one day, maybe it might give a push and make Randy to go. Listen, Randy, let 3D Realms make a new Duke game, so you're not doing anything with it.
I mean, we're kind of getting what we want out of Ion Fury, so that's nice.
Oh yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's basically because Iron Fury is basically like a spiritual successor to Duke.
Yeah, it's build engine. It's another good build engine game. We just need.
I wouldn't say no to another like build engine Duke game. Not gonna lie.
No, not at all. And yeah, one of the really astounding things about that is that we've had, 25 years of iteration on build tools. For Doom and Quake, we've got Trench Broom, we've got Doom Builder 2, really, really good shit to use these days. I think those guys still had to boot up DOS and build maps from there.
One of these days, I'm gonna try to delve into like maps of 32 and try to make some 3D maps. And
I've done that for Blood a little bit, just to like rip content out and kind of tear apart some of the levels. That's opening that up was the first time I realized that Blood Build has the ability to do a different palette per line def, which is so cool. Love that feature.
Because it's funny. Because earlier this year I actually did made a Duke 3D map, but I made it in a very unconventional way. Like so what I did is I used an old converter program that converts Doom maps to Duke 3D maps. And so I was like, let's see what happens if I try to make a Doom map and try to convert to Duke 3D and try to build it that way. and I uploaded the map to Steam Workshop for both versions of Duke 3D that has Steam Workshop support. And I've actually got some pretty good positive feedback saying, hey, this is a pretty good Duke 3D map. And I was genuinely surprised how much good positive feedback I got from it. And I was like, one of these days I really need to learn how to use maps through 32 because it's not an easy editor to like go through the interface.
It's got an aesthetic to it though. It does look cool if you're not using it.
Right. Like if there's one thing I want to do, I would love to make a replacement for Duke 3D Episode 2, which happens to be my favorite episode. Just because it's just so vastly different, because it's on the moon and it's in space and all that stuff. Yeah. And I love the space aesthetics.
Lizard dudes.
Like, I just love how how like when you start episode 2 and you're in the spaceship and there's a spaceship that just flies by. I was like, yo, there's a spaceship. like weird like the weird like built engine trickeries they did with it.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's a few of those moments like that are just kind of like burned in my skull. Like I forget what map it was. I was too young, but yeah, I was looking at Doom and just like looking at the tree sprite and being outdoors, and it was just like, oh wow, that's the coolest shit I've ever seen. And then when Hexen came out, it was like the tree in the beginning with the leaf sprite falling from it. Just watched that for a while. I was like, whoa, that's crazy. There's leaves falling from that tree.
Neat. Now, a little history about this episode I made. So originally, this was going to be a Doom 2 Megawatt that I started making back in 2018. And I made like 11 maps, and then I sort of stopped. And then at the end, I wasn't really satisfied with what I was making. So I was like, well, what can I do with all these maps then? So I decided maybe I could just make this into a Doom 1 episode. So I picked out what I thought was the better maps and kind of saved the others for other projects and whatever, and changed some of the levels to make them a little better. And this thing kind of came up.
Yeah.
And this was the end result. It's part of a series that I'm trying to do. Like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make like a series of map sets that sort of connects to one another. Like episode 2 is still kind of in development-ish, but it's going to be for Doom 2. But I'm making it into a Christmas theme thing, if that makes any sense.
It does, yeah. There's been a few of those.
Like, because episode 2 is basically your dream sequence where you go through like Christmas levels or Christmas theme levels, or trying to make them into
it's a dream sequence levels. Christmas.
Yeah. And then and then episode 3 will take place in like a spaceship that goes to Earth, and you go and when I'm trying to go and I'm doing like inspirations like from Icarus, where like every level, like one level will be a spaceship level and the next level will be like some hologram level, like taken straight up from the Icarus Megawatt.
I like holograms, yeah. There's been a lot of like trippy things done with that. Oh, I missed that switch. Derp, derp, derp. Oh, cool. Caves. I need to basically like stop using OpenGL renderers at this point. I need to like reconfigure my shit. Because I keep thinking how awesome this would look in software.
I mean, whenever I play like a linear moving thing, I will usually play either Crispy Doom or Chocolate Doom or the way it was originally intended.
Yeah.
When it comes to these type of things. But if I want to play a WAD that requires GZ Doom, I'll play GZ Doom.
That becomes the thing, right?
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Is like you have more and more mappers like not using specific features of GZ Doom. Like it's not like there's a special entity for like lights that cast shadows, but mappers will place lights in such a way that they assume that they're going to be casting shadows, and so that gets a little tough to navigate.
Yeah.
And that actually was the yellow.
Yeah, I haven't really made that many like maps specifically for GZ Doom, but I have been making them more often now since I'm part of Wildfire Iron Studios, helping making Project Stynia.
Now you made this after playing Fava Beans, obviously.
After what?
Fava Beans. The E1 replacement.
Fava Beans Fava Beans was there's a little inspiration of Fava Beans around this episode.
I think that the biggest thing I'm taking from that is like kind of the airy environments. Like there's a lot of just vertical headroom, which is very cozy.
Yeah, Fava Beans is definitely one of my favorite vanilla episodes that I love to replay a lot.
All right, so that's switch and switch. So
although these days I just play with weapon mods or mods to help make it harder because how easy it is.
Right. Yeah, I need to see if there's any Wild Weasel stuff I've been missing in the last couple of years. I'm sure there is. That guy's just a machine.
Oof, Storage Center.
Cool. I think I'll do one more here, and then I'll encourage everybody else to, finish the episode, since this is an episode replacement, and go find the secret in Himalaya.
Yeah.
Kind of getting E1M9 vibes here.
This is a mini rendition from F-Zero.
Ah.
I don't know, for this level, I want the music I was trying to pick for. I wanted to be like super energetic, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna use F-Zero song. Because F-Zero is always F-Zero soundtrack is always like it feels like you're having a rush, because it's a racing game, of course.
Yeah, I've never gotten to a point where I'm like satisfied with the emulator setup for F-Zero 64 or F-Zero X. Mm-hmm. But that one is an absolute banger.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's such a shame that there hasn't been an F-Zero game in so long since the one for the GameCube.
Yeah.
Like, it's
only okay if you're both an F-Zero fan and a Wipeout fan. You kind of have to be both. Alright. I really want to grab that armor right now. I've always had questions about the actual, like, poison texture. Because it's one thing to go like, oh, there's, like, random, just abstracted poison pools everywhere, or it's like, the hell effect on the military bases. But no, there's the signs that say like, yeah, this is just where we keep our poison.
This is where we keep all our poisonous radioactive waste. We don't know where to put them.
Pass a poison pool on the way to reception. That's what should have been in Doom 3. Is just like, in that opening sequence, just have like pits of green goo just in the waiting room next to the magazines.
Right.
That's what's going on here.
I mean, this is the UAC we're talking about. I mean, look, they built moon bases. You think they're going to care about the environment on the moon when there's like hardly anything on the moon? I mean, you think
with this
about
Baron, I kind of want to be able to go shake it, baby. Shake it, baby. Stuck in the cage. Right.
I don't know. I think they only pay in blood.
It's a good name for a WAD. You can use that. Pay in blood. This sounds like a Michael Krause level.
And Held to Pay is a pretty good.
Yeah, Held to Pay is good. Yeah. Run Buddy is still like my de facto test out a weapons mod on this level map.
I play through Run Buddy once. Ooh man. Like the first time I played it, I was like, yeah, I see why this was picked in the in the top 10 during in the
like
Doom,
all
the
those
Doom
years
World's,
ago.
like
Proto-CAC
Doom World
awards.
back in 2003 did that thing
Right.
where they pick out like the best maps from each of the year or whatever.
Yeah. But actually, I took the time to like take all of his maps and put them into one WAD so you can play them back to back. So if you ever want to do that, you can.
Okay.
There's my contribution. Is this just a listener sector?
Yeah, that was where monsters were teleporting, and I forgot to hide them so you won't notice them. Sometimes I forget to do that when I release, and I was like, yeah, it's fine.
Oh shit! All right.
Well,
Stripper Baron has to like actually get taken care of here. He's gonna be a problem. Actually, like years ago, I tried to like reach out and find out if Michael Krause was like still alive or whatever, but I tried several different emails, none of them worked. Tried a few phone numbers, none of them worked. Don't know what happened to that guy, but he made some really cool shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shotgunner, you could be helping me out.
A lot of people come and go within the community.
Yeah.
I think one person I do miss seeing new maps from is Eric Aim. He's the guy that made the Scythe Megawads.
Yes.
And
yeah.
he was doing a new one back in 2009, or I think it was 2009 or 2010. I don't remember what year it was, but it was after he finally finished Scythe 2, and then he made a new one. And after he released 10 levels, like he basically retired with his real life which is understandable. And I remember a lot of people like every year or so in the forums go like, "What happened to Eric? Is he ever gonna like finish Scythe X?" And one time his brother like posted up and saying that that Eric right now he's pretty much burnt out from Doom, and he's too busy with in real life stuff, which is totally understandable, you know, and also unfortunate, but you know that's just how it is, you know.
That's I mean, it gets from the point where it's like, oh yeah, there's somebody who was around like 4 or 5 years ago, and now we're talking about multiple decades. So it's something that's going to happen more and more and more, which makes it more important to remember and archive and back up as much as we can.
I mean, the end game archives has been around since like '94 or so. Since Doom came out. So,
and that's one thing I have to keep stressing to some people in my audience, because again, like Tasty Spleen TV, everybody's here from like different Quakes, different Dooms, different multiplayer communities, some newer, some older. But getting into Doom is just incredibly easy. You just go grab a port and you go to id Games and you can click the random button, and I'm only calling that out because I actually was the one to like beg Bloodshedder for that back in the day. I was like, can we get like a random WAD button so I could just like download some bullshit and play through it? But yeah, it's so easy to get stuff.
The age of Terry Wads. I shuddered.
They're massive repositories, more content than you can throw a stick at. And again, the community does a really good job of organizing a lot of it. CAC awards every year are worth looking at. Then it's worth looking at who argues about who didn't get into the CAC awards. So it's all good stuff to play. That goes for Doom, it goes for Quake, it goes for everything. And yeah. Oof. All right. I think that is going to be it for us here. So Philnemba, thank you for letting me play through the level I didn't play through.
No problem. It was a pleasure. I had a fun time, watching you going through some of my stuff, and we had a really good conversation about Doom and everything in general, and it was a lot of fun. I mean, I think it was for the best that you didn't find that secret, so everyone else can find it.
Yeah. And also for the best that I fucked up so massively, because now I actually took the time to like play through it. I think I need to reach out to Arlene next and play through what she put together. I was watching her stream it for a while, and it was good shit. So again, there's more Doom and more Quake than anybody could ever cram into a lifetime, let alone the number of like boomer shooters that are coming out all the time. And I only use that term reflexively now rather than intentionally, but it still remains true that if you want to shoot demons and monsters and Nazis and stuff, there's no end of it. So thank you, Philnemba, for coming on. And
no problem.
Yeah, we'll see everybody for the next episode. I do need to shout out, though, Organ Grinder is live September 11th. We're still looking for a few signups to put together. So if you are out there and you want to duel with somebody, anybody, in any Quake game, in any Doom game, ***, including Chex Quest, however, you can do that. Just grab a buddy, sign up, and you can play for money. Everybody gets paid. Everybody gets to play with who they want and what they want. It's literally the easiest thing. It's free money for free games. So go sign up, everybody. All skill levels involved. Go to og.tastyspleen.net and hit the big red throbbing button. But I'm going to be doing some more streaming throughout the week to kind of get the word out there. We're going to be having more team games, some Quake Live CTF, and some more Action Quake. So good stuff coming from Tasty Spleen TV. Now that QuakeCon is over, now that Realms Deep is over, the usual end-of-year hibernation, I think, is going to be skipped this time because there's too much to do and no time to do it in. Everybody, have a great evening. Once again, Philnemba, thank you, and good night.
All right. You have a good night, too. And